We had two prediction sessions that were spot on, and they're almost identical for micro and macro. I like the class format because Mr. Hong would often start the sessions off by giving us a set of notes or focusing on a section of the model essays book, and he would run through these notes with us. So while running through these notes, he would draw links between paragraphs and annotate, include real world examples where he could. And I believe this is actually a really effective way of teaching because not only does it ensure that the whole class is engaged and annotating alongside him, but also later on when I revise the same notes, I can remember what he said about these notes, and it really helps me internalize the content much better. For IB, there's so much content, and oftentimes you don't even cover all the diagrams in school. But Mr. Hong, he actually went through all these diagrams in class and even provided us short digestible videos to help us boost our understanding of these diagrams, like the Engels curve and the Phillips curve. And we have continuous practice in and out of class that really helped me solidify my understanding of economics. I joined this tuition at the end of grade 11 after my end of year exams, which I scored a mere 47 out of 104. But however, just after a few months of this tuition, economics became my most confident subject. I think this is because Mr. Hong specifically focused on learning the pros and cons of economic policies to justify our conclusions and our evaluations for them. And I flex his knowledge a lot at school. Like, I still remember 1 month after I joined this tuition, we had a 15-mark monetary policy practice, and I got 14 out of 15 for it. Because Mr. Hong had already taught us the real world examples, the pros and cons, the evaluations, and even how to write an exam for conclusion if this subject ever came up. So naturally, I did really well for econs and my IB exams, and I got a 7. The tuition is a ton of fun. So Chief Tutor Kelvin, he actually cracks a lot of jokes about the content because it's super memorable, and the classes are jam-packed, so the 2 hours go by really quickly. And actually, leading up to the exams, he focused really heavily on exam techniques and practice questions. And even right before the exams, we had two prediction sessions that were spot on, and they were almost identical for micro and macro. So when I entered the exam hall, I could see immediately common access resources and economic growth, which is exactly what he had predicted. The whole exam session was a total breeze, and it went by really quickly because I was writing the whole time. Yeah, of course. Mr. Hong explains complex ideas using very basic analogies and real-world examples, which is really helpful for IB because we're expected to have real-world examples on hand when we enter the exam hall. I believe any IB student wanting to get a 7 would stand to benefit a lot from joining this tuition. Thank you, the economics tutor.